own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennial.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. So now it's Rosen looking. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go, defense. Out time. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 44. Mike, 44. I got it. 49.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Hitchens has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd and 14.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long here for Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Check, hey, 57.
Pressure. Check 24. Check 24.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's able to find Wallace. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
I got you.
43.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Rosen will throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air,
And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Mixon. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Dorian O'Daniel on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Alert! Alert!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Motion. Bop. 44 is my.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Rip left. Check 9. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's got Burton here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
44 to Mike. Hey, quarter. Check. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
80. Hey, seam 6.
And this time, Rosen will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Haywood!
Now Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Middle.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 44.
Alert. Hug.
Kill. 80. Tighten up. Undercrush.
Bravo.
Undercrush. 44's the mic. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this will complete to Will Fuller. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
H3218, chopper.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Alert. 44, Mike, 44.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, I-7.
Now it's Rosen. He gets this one to Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check. 80.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Bang. Hug. Bang.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check hot route. Hot.
alert, alert, alert.
Mike Fofo.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first down, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Orbit.
And now it's Rosen looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Attack, attack. We got double up, double up. Chopper, chopper. Check 24, watch 24.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving, when there's a defender there,
and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, it's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Alert 3. Big gas.
Here's Rosen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Rosen will throw. It's caught. Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Anthony Hitchens racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travion Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.